thermal and night vision fusion technology system. You should look up videos of it on YouTube. It's pretty amazing. And you can get some thermal weapons mounted on, or thermal systems mounted on weapons. We've only got them on a couple of weapons so far. I imagine for the first patch I want to get more weapons on them, but all of the not all of the weapons. Many of the weapons have night vision systems that will come out at night, and they are currently modeled in the game. Like they're working in the simulation. They're just not all of them have the artwork yet. That's probably going to be a first patch thing. But yeah, so there's that. Ukrainians don't have much in the way of night vision for our game. Let's go ahead and set this to yeah, you guys should really look up YouTube videos of that AN/PSQ-20 in action. It is incredible. It uses night vision and thermal vision at the same time, and it's really amazing. Alright, Russians. So, most of the Russians in our game do not have night vision goggles. Instead, and most of them are not currently shown right now, but they have night vision sights for their weapons. All of them. So the Russians are not lacking night vision. It's their weapon sights instead of goggles for most of them. But yeah, the Russians also, they'll put on camo for night. And let's see. However, recon troops do have night vision goggles. Ah, shoot, yeah, let's go ahead and open him up. So, yeah, Russian recon does have night vision, or night vision goggles. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and restart this and bring it back to day, because I did all my testing for this during the day. Going to go ahead and switch this back to day, and then we'll get on with it. Yeah, excuse me, the thing on the Russian soldier's chest is like it's a controller for their radio. Did I turn shadow? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and set these guys to target arcs so they don't start shooting. I'm going to go ahead and call in some... Let's go ahead and call in a frogfoot. Just in some open ground here.
Stand by for cast request.
Прийняв. Час підльоту 10 хвилин.
That was a Ukrainian aircraft we called in. Go ahead and call in a UAV.
Stand by for cast request.
Doesn't matter where. Alright, that looks good. I think we're good. Nothing's going to shoot each other. Excuse me. Muzzle Flash asks, will the unit automatically switch if it gets light and dark during the battle? Not at the moment, no. Although, visually, no. But, the capability is still there. Like, simulation-wise and unit capability-wise, it's definitely still there. Like, it's functioning. In the middle of the mission. Get these guys a little cover arc. We don't want them to shoot just yet. And just because I always like doing this, we're going to go ahead and have some BMPs cross water. Just about every vehicle the Russians and the Ukrainians have, with a couple of exceptions, like the trucks and the tanks and the Tunguska, are, actually I don't know about the Tunguska, they're amphibious, they can just cross water. Alright, so I've called in some air support, and we've got a couple of, weird. Oh, that's because the normal map for that hasn't been done, so the shader's making it look weird. Let's go ahead and turn shaders off for a second. So, where was I? Yeah, so we got some AA assets here, and we called in some air support. We're going to see these get to work, hopefully. It's not always a sure thing, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. So we've got our Strela 10M3 here with surface-to-air missile launchers. Tunguska here has auto cannons and surface-to-air missile launchers, and it will use either based on the target. It'll select on its own the best weapon system for engaging any air support. I may have to adjust the aircraft where they're attacking. There we go. And he got a hit, I think. There it goes. Yeah, so we got you get a little hit text here, tells you if you got a successful engagement. I think he was attacking the UAV. We didn't get to see this guy shoot, though. I love watching these things shoot. The whole thing rotates. It's really cool. Okay, so yeah, BMPs, these guys. For you guys who missed the amphibious stuff earlier. Ah, is that bug back? Shoot. That's back. I need to get that. Oh, there we go. That's why shadows need to be on. There we go. That's an interesting bug. I'll have to report that. But anyways, yeah, let me just rewind that now. And these guys are freaking out over here because they've spotted enemy armor and they're trying to find a place to hide. Futilely, because there is nowhere to hide. The poor AI is running in terror right now. Ooh, there was another shot. Or was it the same one? I think that was the same shot we just saw. Alright. Anyways, so let's do some. Make sure I got everything turned on. Yep, okay. Let's go ahead and do some AMP rounds. Since last time we did them, there was a bug with them where they weren't as effective as they should be. You get to see these things just tear through stuff. I got that the right way around. What the heck? We'll just do it here. Alright, I think I'm good. Yes. Someone asks if any of the US vehicles have amphibious capability. No. None of them in the game have it. It's just for the Russians and Ukrainians. There's a few scenarios that take great advantage of the amphibious capability. One of the Russian campaign features a big river crossing assault. Alright, so we're good here. We're just going to go ahead and for this turn, we're going to let the poor Russians get shot at. Alright, so over here we got some guys on rooftops. And the Abrams, if you guys haven't watched previous streams, the Abrams and a few of the Russian systems, the Russian tanks, so the more advanced Russian fighting vehicles and armored personnel carriers have an airburst fuse now. They can basically explode the HE above the target for increased effectiveness, as we'll see in just a moment. Yeah. So, yeah, they're mean. That's airburst. You guys haven't seen the new Abrams. If there's any of you that are new, here's the new Abrams. Got a remote weapon system, pros, 50 cal, can engage independently from whatever the gunner's shooting at. And it's got ERA attached to it, 2 layers actually, blocks underneath, and then it's got these tiles on top of it. ERA is just on the sides though, none on the front. Alright, so let's go back to the soldiers. So, you might notice that the soldiers actually have new poses. Shock force poses were often a little weird. Magazines would cut into the side and stuff. They hold their weapons more at the ready now, like some guy in battle would actually do. And new firing poses, too. Which have all been customized for all of the different weapons. Well, most of the weapons, I should say. Some of the rarer ones, no, because they're not worth the effort. Here's a M25 gunner here. Let's see if we can get him to shoot some airburst. Yep, right there. You can see the M25 putting some airburst rounds over them.
Watch out. Enemy infantry.
Yeah, a little weird animation there. His next one along. Need to report that. Got a squad. So, okay, another thing. U.S. squads, you can have some customization with 2 of the soldiers. The B team, one of the B team guys is a you can choose him to either have an ACOG or you can have him with the M10, a modified carbine version of the M110, which is this right here. And the B team grenadier, you can choose to have. He can either have the regular like rifle grenade launcher, or he can have this puppy right here. Yeah, that neck was pretty crazy. Need to report that. It's probably a simple fix. So, anyways, yeah, here's a guy with the regular rifle grenade launcher. The rest of the reloading animations look fine. It's just that one with the M25 gunner, so obviously that needs to be adjusted.
Contact. Enemy infantry.
And we got a bunch of really not happy campers over here. Okay, and I think the Russian infantry decided they'd had enough and they disregarded my orders and started trying to shoot this Bradley, but the Bradley has an APS system. Go ahead and back up and see that in action. They're going to start shooting some RPG-7s at this guy. Any minute now, they're going to start shooting. I saw them before, they did it. That was an RPG. Still waiting. I guess I could fast forward, but whatever. Jockla asked if Abrams carry canister shot. No. AMP has replaced everything. AMP has replaced everything except for the Sabo rounds. That's the whole point of AMP. Is because of the you can program the fuse to do a whole bunch of different things. It replaces all those other rounds so that the logistics for the vehicle and the battle loads are a lot more efficient. Right, so there we go. Yeah.